What happens when you run like a monkey? So I got some great response from my monkey shoes video. Hope you guys caught that one. If not, you can take a look back. One of our members had a great question. So I discussed well, you really shouldn't be running in your monkey shoes or your Vibram 5-finger shoes. And so they said, well, why can't I do that? I really love talking about this stuff, so I'm gonna try and dive in and give you the short version here. So there's been a lot of talk and research recently about barefoot walking and running. I'll take you back to science class in high school, but we're not gonna stay there a long time, so don't get worried, there's no test. Humans, like you and me, are really classified as animals. So there are many other animals in the animal kingdom, and all of them run, okay? Usually from predators or after food. What they found out is that you and I are the only animals that run with what's called a heel-toe pattern. So when we run, the first thing that hits the ground is our heel, and then we roll over onto our toes. All right, that's just a normal running pattern that humans do. I think this is because from a very early age, we're put in shoes, okay? So that's just the way you have to walk. Like you stick your foot out in front of you, and this is the first thing that comes in contact with the ground. So they took video of animals, and what they're called is forefoot strikers. Every single one of them, besides us, hits with their forefoot first, which is you can consider the ball of your foot. So the first thing that hits the ground when we run is our heel. The first thing that hits the ground when every other animal runs is the ball of their foot. And I know what you're saying. Well, hey, come on, Dad. I'm not a cheetah. Maybe that's the way I'm supposed to run. Interesting thought there. But they took videos of kids from Africa who had never ever worn shoes. So they're just they're in poverty, so they don't have shoes. And when they took videos of those kids, every single one of them was a forefoot striker, okay? So the introduction of shoes for other people really develops this heel-toe pattern. So if you do want to run in your monkey shoes, you have to change the way that you run. You have to become what's called a forefoot striker. You have to absorb the ground as you meet it, okay? So, this part of the ball of your foot is hitting the ground first, and you do have to change the way that you run. The reason for that is if you run with these shoes and you're a heel striker, particularly on hard surfaces, you're going to continually hit your heel over and over and over again. And many people that do that will start to get calcaneal fractures. Your calcaneus is just your heel bone. It's a big bone at the bottom of your foot, but that force over and over and over again in these type of shoes can cause you to have stress fractures. So that's why you can't do it unless you decide to change the way that you run. So there's lots of information out there on forefoot strike running if you're interested in doing that. There's lots of people that do it. You can just consult Dr. Google on that one. They'll give you all sorts of examples. I don't really encourage distance running in general, but I kind of have to save those thoughts for another video. But if you're interested in it, shoot me an email and we can talk about it. But in general, like our other video talked about, get out of your shoes, let your toes move. It's really how us and all of our fellow animals on the earth like to be. If you put sneakers on a tiger, he's really gonna have a hard time chasing down lunch. You can just think about it that way. It's just not natural. So if you are going to run, put on your running shoes, and also you can find other ways to exercise. Ooh, I really want to talk about that more, but we're out of time, so we're gonna have to save that for another day. So if you know anyone who's interested in these shoes or learning about running, forefoot running, you can send them this video and share what we're doing at the Positive Impact Club. Thank you very much and have a great day.